Which hero is the best hero? The best tank? We can easily find the answer. Arena is the place where the strongest lineup gathered. Heroes used by the strongest players there a lot. The hero would be the best. It's Ricardo. Why? Let's check out Ricardo's skills. Ricardo is a tank. He has a very high level of agility and vital. The role of tank is to protect our heroes with the strongest defense. But Ricardo also increases our heroes' damage. Ricardo's good points. Chain of Pain deals 50% weapon damage to 3 random people and binds them. When one of the chain targets suffers damage, the other also suffers 20% damage and lasts for 2 rounds. Tank protecting my hero with strong defense and increased attack power. There's nothing better than this. Ricardo's shortcomings. Luck works when using the Chain of Pain skill. If there is a Hitex 103 in the enemy's lineup, we will have to make a chain skill attack on Hitex 103. But it's not my choice. Ricardo's skill is a random target. So sometimes I can lose to an enemy weaker than me. But on the contrary, if I'm lucky, I might beat a stronger enemy than I am. So when Ricardo is added to the lineup, the outcome of the battle is gambling. Mira if you want a stable battle result. If you want a gambling battle result, Ricardo. In fact, this is a characteristic of Ricardo rather than a disadvantage. Statue. Ricardo's luck is important. Because Ricardo has to attack before my other hero. Fortunately, Ricardo has the skill to increase his luck. So it's easy to increase his luck. Ricardo should be the first to chain the enemy. Only then can my other hero inflict greater damage on the enemy when he attacks. So we upgrade the sculpture to increase his luck. Gear items. Recommend gear items suitable for tanks such as Supercore, Alpha, Mental Control. If my lineup is 1 tank plus 4 damage output, of course Ricardo should be equipped with a Supercore. If it's a 2 tank lineup like Ricardo plus Mira, Supercore plus Alpha or Mental Control. If Ricardo is equipped with Mental Control, the enemy will attack him more. Power Grid, the final damage the hero takes -8%. If some enemies are being chained, the amount of damage reduced will be conducted to all of them. Gear item options. Of course, let's choose an item that increases luck. Ricardo's offense is strong, so attack power increase option. And I recommend a tactical defense option to defend against Hitex 103's attack. If Ricardo dies early, eventually my Hitex 103 is more likely to be attacked. So Ricardo needs to live as long as he can. And Ricardo, unlike other tank heroes, doesn't have the ability to increase AGI. So I also recommend the AGI option. But increasing physical strength is more efficient. Because tank basically has a high AGI. Vitality increase options recommended. Formation. Ricardo should be in the front row. 1 or 2 formation. Because Ricardo should be the first to attack. The reason was explained in detail in the introduction video of the Supercore item. Combination. Ricardo plays well with all the heroes. Especially good to use with mass damage heroes. This is because when a mass damage hero attacks enemy, someone causes more damage to the enemy through a chain. Hitex 103, Benson, L'Oreal, Quinn, Elaine, Kabaikawa, Chu, Eva. Therefore, there are many players who use it in combination with other faction heroes as well as Vindicators. If my Ricardo is not a Rainbow 3-star, that is, when Ricardo's bad luck is low 1 place. Ricardo 2 tank, place the attack hero in the back row. Even if my damage release hero is lucky, Ricardo attack skill first. And Ricardo with a low card rating, he will die early. Rather increase his vitals. Then Ricardo can live longer. The most used tank. Mira with Ricardo in arena. In the next video, we'll check out the Mira. Subscribe and like. Last Fortress drama.